You're late.
I know, but I've got something you might be interested in.
In a minute. Yeah, all right, settle down. I'd like to get started. Any progress on Orgreave?
I'm working on getting a quote from the NUN.
Good. See if you can get Scargill.
That might be a bit difficult because he's a bit hard to get a... I'll get it done.
Barnes, I want a rewrite on your Thatcher piece. I need critical and insightful, not something that sounds like it's been written by a catty ex-wife. You said you had something.
There's been another stabbing at the Stokewell estate. It's the second this week. They think it might be gang-related.
I heard Marshall's covering it.
Well, I was hoping I might take a look.
I want you to stay on the education shake-up.
Fine. But I have got a lead.
Yeah?
Potential witness.
Who?
They want to remain anonymous.
All right, it's yours. Keep it to 800 unless you get something exceptional. Yeah, Tully, any updates?
It's going through legal.
What happened?
It just got out of hand. He shouldn't have come here.
Will,
so soon
calm
after
down.
Matthew.
Who was it?
It could have been any one of us. We were all beating the shit out of the guy. You heard from Elijah?
He told you not to retaliate.
The guy shouldn't have fucking come here, Freddie. You're gonna talk to him, yeah?
I'll see what I can do.
Milk, 2 sugars, right? I've been meaning to ask you, is there anything on the original Stokewell case that you didn't put in your article? It's just that I've been going through the clippings.
Nice coffee.
I've been going through the clippings, and what we've got is a bit thin.
The story's a bit thin. Some kid gets stabbed at the estate. Happens all the time, usually over nothing.
The police think it's gang-related.
Langley's the last person to know what's happening at the estate.
Langley, is he the lead on this?
I imagine so. He was on the last one. So, who's this new witness of yours, then?
They want to stay anonymous.
Convenient.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Thanks for the coffee.
What happened was out of my control.
You can't control a couple of kids. Boy here reckons he knows who did it.
Does he?
It was Will.
You know him?
You share this little theory of yours with the police?
Do you think I'm fucking stupid?
This boy who got himself killed. You know they'll retaliate.
I'll sort that.
I know Sam from back in the day. Why don't I talk to him? Try and come to some sort of arrangement.
You sort Will out. I want people to know that when they step out the line, there are consequences. And Freddie, I don't want this coming back on us. Last thing I need is old Bill sniffing round.
I don't think Will's responsible.
You calling me a liar?
Sort it out.
Yes, Mr. Levinson, I am writing this down. Thank you, Mr. Levinson. I think I might strangle that man with his own damn tie.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably not worth the jail time.
What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you've got anything in the archives about the Stokewell estate.
Remind me of the details.
2 boys killed 3 days apart, both on the same estate. First victim, Matthew Thorne, followed by Thomas Murphy, who died last night. Langley's the lead detective. Thinks it might be gang-related.
Langley?
Yeah. Why?
Your detective is quite the controversial figure.
His unit was criticised for their handling of the riots in '81. Unnecessary force, escalation of violence.
Do you think you can use it?
It's worth a shot.
Do you think Elijah knows you're lying to him? We both know Will isn't capable of it. So, was it you?
Will's a liability. Always has been. Elijah just heard what he wanted to hear.
What the hell is this? Where's your witness?
I wanted to talk to you about that.
I took Marshall off this story because you told me you had a witness. What the hell are you playing at?
I want to use them as a source for a photo piece.
You think there's enough?
I think so. Obviously, everyone's going to be covering this, but I think I've got a pretty unique angle on it.
It's a straightforward gang dispute. This is just revenge for the other boy who was killed.
And yet the police have got nothing. They're begging the public for help. I'd like to go a bit deeper with this. Turn it into a story on the lead detective and his team.
An expose?
More a commentary. Their relationship with the local community and whether that is impairing their ability to do their job.
So, your witness isn't a fan of the local constabulary?
Something like that.
OK, this can go to print. With a photo piece, do me a rough draft, and I'll let you know if it's worth the time.
Thanks.
No, it's going really, really well. The kids are responding to it massively. Yeah, no, she's good. She's good. Pretty busy at the moment, but I think it's all going quite well for her at the paper, so that's good. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'll have to check with her, but like I said. I'll let you know. Okay, bye. Christ, Trish. Didn't hear you come in.
Oh, good. My spy training is going well then. Oh, shoot. Now that I've told you, I'm going to have to kill you.
By the way, your sister just called.
Oh, yeah? How is she?
No, she's fine. Just calling to ask if we could watch the kids tomorrow. Well, the sitter bailed, and then we'll have to cancel that whole evening.
What did you tell her?
Told her it'd be fine. Be nice to see the kids. I haven't been round to your sisters for weeks.
I've been so busy with work.
Do you want me to call and cancel then?
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Glass of red wine?
Please.
We need you to relay an urgent appeal for witnesses. We understand in situations such as this, people are often reluctant to come forward and cooperate with the law enforcement. That please, is vital to prevent any further incidents of this kind.
Do you think another murder is likely?
Obviously, we can't give a definitive answer on that.
Do you think the difficulty you're experiencing with the investigation so far could be due to a lack of trust from residents of the estate? Your department does have a notoriously poor relationship with the local community. You were heavily criticised for harsh treatment of protesters during the riots of '81, many of whom were from the Stokewell estate. Is it accurate to say that perhaps you're not the best person to be leading this investigation?
This department has always maintained we did what was necessary to prevent further violence. And I would appreciate it if we can focus on the current situation, rather than rehashing ancient history, Miss Kelly.
Jim Burrows, Vimeo. Do you think that the surge in gang activity
Sam? It's Freddie. Yeah, long time, mate.
Sue.
Trish?
Hey, yeah, it's me.
Is everything okay?
Look, I'm sorry to cancel on you like this, but Tom and I aren't going to be able to watch the kids tonight.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I just didn't think.
No, please don't apologise. I know I'm being ridiculous.
Does Tom know about the results?
No, I haven't told him yet.
Patricia, you need to tell him.
I know, I will. It's just... I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to go.
Oh, are you busy?
Yeah, no, I'm at work. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay.
Harry wants to talk to you.
Okay, thanks.
Langley wants an interview with you.
Are you serious?
Damage control, I'm guessing. After the way you went after him at the press conference. Smart move.
Guess I'll go hear what Detective Langley has to say.
Don't go easy on him.
It's a nice place. Things have worked out well for you.
Not doing too badly yourself.
I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when you called.
Yeah, well, I thought it was time to talk. Look, all we're doing is drawing the attention of the cops. That ain't good for your side or mine. I want to try and come to an agreement.
That might be a bit difficult. My boss ain't too happy with you killing our man.
Did you really expect them not to retaliate?
Are you saying we had something to do with the death of Matthew? You're fighting a losing battle, Freddie. Maybe it's time you thought about joining the winning side.
You aren't needed till this afternoon.
I thought you might be bad opening. Not going to introduce me?
Just an old friend.
It's good seeing you again. Let's not leave it so long next time.
This was a tragic incident, which I'm sure you understand, Miss Kelly.
Of course.
Which is why it's of the utmost importance you treat the situation with delicacy.
I fully intend to.
It's good to hear. Sounds like we're on the same page.
Meaning what?
I would hope that rather than use this tragedy to, say, vilify the police, you might consider taking your article in a different direction.
Are you trying to tell me what to write, Detective Langley?
Not at all. I'm merely making a suggestion.
And if I follow it, I'll be writing exactly the same story that was in all the papers today, including mine. There's nothing there. Unless you can give me something new, something that no one else has.
What exactly did you have in mind?
I need a witness.
You know the drill in places like that. No one saw anything.
But you must have an idea of who you think is responsible. You said that you thought the killings were gang-related. You must have your suspicions, people you questioned.
They were lads who brought in for questioning. Those with prior convictions of violence. No one said anything, that's a given, but there was one.
I hope this means we can put the other matter to rest.
I'm always happy to cooperate.
Will Nealon.
So, what are you looking to buy? First time?
Yeah, something like that. So this place has been in the news quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you know what happened?
No, not really. Except what it said in the papers. Well, I did sort of know the first lad who was killed.
Matthew Thorne.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he grew up on the estate. His mum still lives around the corner. All right, there's a few options I can talk you through.
What about the other boy who was killed? You didn't know him?
No. He weren't from around here. Might have been why he got himself into trouble.
Or like some kind of territory dispute between gangs?
Who the fuck are you? You didn't come here to buy, so who the fuck are you?
I'm a journalist from the London Standard.
Well, it's like I said. I don't know anything. Now get out.
In case you change your mind.
Marshall's been in contact with Thomas Murphy's mother. He's trying to convince her to do an interview.
And do you think that's likely?
Probably not. But if he does get her to talk, there's a good chance I'll run it. I just wanted to give you a heads up, because I'm only running one photo on the murders.
I spoke to a new witness today. Got his name from Langley.
Oh, yeah? How did it go?
Good. You'll have my piece on your desk by the end of the week.
How was he?
Who?
Elijah.
Not particularly happy with you.
But you told him that it wasn't me who did it.
I can't make him listen to me if I don't have a name.
I don't know who it was.
Well then, I can't help you.
I'm not a grass, Freddie.
No, that's right. You know what you are? You're a fucking liability. How long did you think we were going to ignore you lifting product? Now you've gone and fucked everything by killing some kid.
You know it wasn't me.
I don't know that unless you give me your name! Stand up. Stand.
Jesus, Freddie, what the fuck?
Keep your throat till that's all it is. Elijah wanted me to slit your fucking throat. From now on, as far as the dealing's concerned, you're done. A bit of friendly advice? Keep your head down for a while. You stupid fucking junkie.
is it? It's for you.
Hello?
You wanted to know about the murders?
Who is this?
Will Nealon?
All right, I'm listening.
Freddie Lee. He works out a bar in Stockwell.
And he's involved with the stabbings. Will?
Yes, Freddie Lee.
Who was it?
It's a witness for the story I'm writing. It's given me a lead. Someone that might be responsible for the stabbings on the estate. Is everything all right?
I don't like the thought of you being there. I'm gonna head back to bed.
I'll be there in a minute.
Sit down.
I wanted to ask you if you knew anything about a man called Freddie Lee.
I can't share that information with you, Miss Kelly.
It would be in your best interest.
Is that right?
I'm meeting with Mr. Lee tonight. You provide me with some information, and in return, anything I learn tonight, I pass on to you.
What makes you think he'd talk to you?
I can't guarantee that he will, but maybe you shouldn't underestimate me. Your man, Nealon, says that Freddie's responsible for the killings. You weren't aware of that?
Lee runs one of several businesses owned by a man named Elijah Young. We believe that money made for the distribution of drugs, including heroin, is being laundered through these businesses.
So the killings were carried out by some kind of South London drug cartel?
Well, our theory is there are two gangs, each responsible for one killing. The second boy that was killed, Thomas Murphy, isn't from this area. We believe he's a member of a rival gang killed as retribution for the death of Matthew Thorne.
What led you to that conclusion?
Well, Matthew had just gone out of prison when he was killed. He was inside for possession.
Of heroin? Is heroin a significant problem on the estate?
It's becoming a significant problem everywhere.
And you believe that Elijah Young and Freddie Lee are involved in distribution?
Yes.
But you haven't arrested them?
It's a small matter of evidence, which I appreciate is not necessarily a priority for people such as yourself.
Accuracy is of the utmost importance to the London Standard, Detective Langley, which is why I'd appreciate it if you could provide some evidence for the claims you've made. Apparently the gangs responsible for the stabbings might be involved in heroin.
You dropping the police angle?
Not necessarily. I just think there might be something to this heroin thing.
Stick to the one story. Stokewell's in the spotlight right now, but by the end of the week it'll be forgotten about.
I'll try not to be back too late.
I think you're getting in over your head with this?
It's my job, Tom. It's getting late. Whiskey, neat. How much?
On the ass.
Much obliged.
The drink for getting rid of your companion.
Both.
Freddie Lee.
Patricia Kelly.
Well, Patricia, mind if I join you?
Be my guest. Your manager won't mind you leaving the bar unmanned.
Well, the advantage of being my own boss is I tend to be in full agreement with my actions.
You own this place.
Well, I'm the manager.
Well, will the manager have a drink with me?
I'm afraid I'll have to decline. It's no comment on your company, I just don't indulge in that particular vice.
You own a bar and you don't drink.
I think it's half the reason Elijah hired me.
Elijah Young?
Yeah. You know him?
Not exactly. I heard he's being investigated a few months back.
How'd you hear about that? You with the police?
No. I'm a journalist.
Well, if you came here for information, Miss Kelly, I suggest you leave.
Hey, you didn't have to stay up.
Watching the highlights?
What is this?
One of the kids at work gave it to me. No idea I'm supposed to get the thing off.
All right, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna head up.
It's done? You planning on watching me read the whole thing?
No, sorry.
Yes. No, not the cops. A journalist. Yeah. Look, I need your guarantee. If this works, I'll call you back.
What do you do with those?
My job.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't look like
Do you want me
it.
to tell Elijah his barman has a problem with how he runs his business?
But I see what you're doing, you know.
Yeah? What exactly would that be?
He doesn't trust you.
He doesn't trust anyone. Not me. Certainly not you. Go ahead and tell him whatever you want.
It's good. I'm impressed. Slightly disappointed our boys in blue get off scot-free, but I suppose that's because I'm still an anarchist at heart. An expose on London's heroin gangs. Not too shabby. It's good to go. I just need to verify everything.
I'm sorry,
Can't have this Elijah suing us for libel.
but this information came directly from the police.
His case against the man fell down around them due to a lack of evidence. What exactly is the problem? I thought you had a man on the inside.
Give me to the end of the day. I guarantee I can get you everything you need. I need to speak to your manager.
Oh, is there a problem?
There won't be if I can speak to your manager. Is there somewhere private we can talk? The police have reopened the investigation into Elijah. His businesses. They're sure they're going to get him this time. If they do, you're going down with him. I think we could help each other. The police aren't that interested in you. It's Elijah they want. If you give them the information they need to convict him, I reckon you'll get off with a slapped wrist.
You get the story of your career. Drug boss, nabbed thanks to heroic journalist.
I'd like to think I could come up with a better headline than that. Yeah, that's the general idea. Is there something amusing, Mr. Lee?
Yes? Why do you want me to do that delivery?
Freddie Lee. He works at a bar in Stockwell.
Lee runs one of several businesses owned by a man named Elijah Young. The second boy that was killed, Thomas Murphy, isn't from this area.
Might have been why he got himself into trouble.
There was one. Will Nealon.
You didn't come here to buy some, so who the fuck are you?
If you came here for information, Miss Kelly, I suggest you leave.
Whiskey. I've been thinking about your suggestion. You know, having a sit down with your friends.
Yeah? All right. So shall I call my guy?
I don't know, should you? It's a sincere question. Maybe you think you can handle things better than me. Don't you ever undermine me again.
Patricia Kelly for Detective Langley. Thank you. Freddie Lee is willing to testify. Yes, against Elijah Young. I'll bring him to you, but on one condition. I want full access, his testimony, police records, everything relating to this case.
And you're willing to testify against him, Mr. Lee?
If you'll stick to the agreed conditions. You'll make the arrest today.
You have my word.
The two boys who were killed. Who was it?
Does it matter?
This is the article. Essentially unchanged, but I've added some supplementary information. This is a copy of the police reports from the initial investigation into Elijah Young. This is a copy of every sham financial transaction that's taken place at the bar. These are the criminal records of everyone mentioned in the article. And this is a transcript of Freddie Lee's testimony against Mr. Young. I was hoping the piece could still go to print for tomorrow's edition.
Helen,
Yes.
give this to Trevor. Tell him I want it front page.
Sam? It's done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they'll hear about it. I'd be surprised if it don't make the front page.
Did you remember the milk? We've run out.
Well done.
What is it? What?
I'm worried about you. Trish, I'm sorry.
You
but-
couldn't just
What?
let me have this moment. Be happy for me.
I am happy for you. I just think.
Like, it doesn't matter. I've got to get to work.
Trish! Trish!
You wanted to see me?
I'm thinking that you've only just scratched the surface with this.
I'd agree. There's a huge influx of cheap heroin coming in from the Middle East, and people are practically queuing up to buy it.
An epidemic.
No, exactly. And I doubt Elijah's the only one making a profit from it.
How would you feel about looking into this further?
Elijah was arrested this morning.
I'm aware.
Of course you are. You know, you spoke to that slag journalist. You fucking told her everything. What, you think this puts you in charge now? Fuck that. Ain't no one gonna listen to a grass.
In charge of what exactly? We started a war with the wrong fucking people. Elijah never stood a chance.
You actually think that by screwing them over, they're gonna welcome you to the fold? You mean fuck all to them?
What do you want, Connor? Prove your worth to Elijah? He's done. Wouldn't do that again.
All right, fellas. Am I interrupting something?
Fuck off. This don't concern you.
Do you want me to deal with this?
Nah. It's just a little misunderstanding between friends. Isn't that right, Connor? Timing could have been better.
Come on, let's go. He wants to meet you in person. Congratulate you.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hello?
Does Patricia Kelly live here?
No. No, she doesn't.
I'm getting kind of sick of being lied to. Now you tell that bitch she better mind her own fucking business. Elijah don't take second chances.
Patricia Kelly? Which hospital?